Let me take you on a dark journey. In a dark journey, there's a light where you must see, but you're yearning. You're yearning for more light to come to find a way. But you're like a little mouse today when you're coming out of the hole, and then you must go. Go in a different place, in a different area, and understand that everybody's laying your face again. Well, let's see. How come you're in that darkness in the first place? How can you relate to everything I'm saying to your face? What you must understand is this poetry that I'm spitting is in my mind like a revelation. I'm looking at the determination of the ventilation that's pumping when I cut up a hole in the sky, and I look at God and I smile. But what I must do is I look at the born child as he runs, as he's young and see now, but then again he turns old and he doesn't know what to do. His heart turns cold. His mama left, his dad left, and he doesn't know what to do. He puts himself on the shelf and he can't come out and watch the news. What do you mean by watch the news? But when he comes out and see that everybody's shooting himself and killing themselves, and he doesn't know what to do, so he might as well kill himself too. That's the kind of mindset that he has. But then again, he knows that in God and in heaven there's a laugh, there's a smile, because there's testimony. There's testimony of people that have been through the same thing that he's been through. So what he must do now, he becomes that mice, but then he crawls. He becomes that mouse. He hopes he doesn't fall. He becomes that rat, but he knows that everything that's in his backpack is full of cheese and knowledge that gives him wisdom. Why do I use mouse as a comparison? Well, let's see. It's quite small and nobody cares about it. It's kind of like an empty tree full of nothing. But then again, he has a heart and he stands brave. So as he travels through the mindset of everybody, he knows that he's not a slave. So chain reactions and satisfaction is what he's determined to get. He's just a little mouse trying to find a fix. Not a fix of drugs, but a fix of a hug. A fix of love that he can carry on to his family. Equal quality. Everybody want him to sit here and wonder why everybody wants to kill this mouse. He looks at different mice as they crawl up to wall, hopefully to find a piece of bread to eat, maybe some feast that they can go take back to their family. But then they realize that nobody's feeding them, and now they're hungry, so now they're stuck. Now he looks at the mice. The mice is just a vision for him to see, but he know that he used to be a mice once before, so now he has turned into a mouse and he is grown up now. So what he must do is he can't defend his way, but he knows that today he must find an equal way for himself to go out and find his own cheese to please, and then he doesn't have to get on his knees and beg for everybody to help him and lend a helping hand, because he understands that his God's plan is more than what he must equal to. So then what he do? He goes out and he grabs the mice too, and he say, hey, come with me, I will grab you, and we will go climb this wall together and find food. So then when they find food together, they must understand that the weather doesn't change. So when they go outside, everything remains the same. This mouse, behind him is a million mice carrying weapons of protection. A piece of bread, a piece of cheese now is nothing how it used to be. The taste isn't even the same. So what he does now, he doesn't complain. He goes out and he searches more just to maintain this mouse. This mouse has no mind yet, but his mind is out for him to go out and see, and what he must do is he must flee. He must go out and find a different way. He must come back so he can see these mice and say, everything's going to be okay. You will never lack. This mouse. This mouse has a different vision now. Now what he must do is figure out how, when he does get the circumference of his mind in the right place, how can he go back and relate to the people that's looking at him like he's the hero? No, he is not a god, but this mouse has more protection of his mind, then everybody will equal to everything that's going to be fine. But then again, he's looking at time like it doesn't exist, what it really doesn't exist. So as he looks at his lips, as he speaks to the mice, this mouse, he tells them that I love you and everything's going to be okay. Just don't lead straight. Just follow me and everything will be as everywhere, 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 everywhere. They look at him and they wonder, why did he just say everywhere? He paused for a moment. His thoughts, they wondered. And then again, he heard God's thunder. And what he does now is he tries to speak to them again, but his lips start to stutter. And then he looks at his friend, this mouse. He looks at his friend because this mice didn't grow up to be a mouse, and is looking at him because he formed into a mouse and expects him to be a leader. So now he sees fears in his heart, because now he knows that everything that he do, they're going to do it too. This mouse. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Everywhere is where he must find. Everywhere is where he must go. Everywhere is where he must search for God. This mouse. Hold the weight, looking at my plate, thankful that I have it, looking at my daddy laughing as I see the present time. I love him, kick a rewind and see that no one can beat me. And matter of fact, as I'm going out speaking real doubt, I'm kicking it in your mouth. Not literally, my words speaking to you and speaking to me. Hard to see when you climbing top of trees, people on their knees begging for forgiveness. What is this? Looking at the wish list, but wait, nobody's there. Friends come in your face and stop and stare, then they laugh and then they reappear when the aftermath of your money reappear, and it is quite shady, baby. But